my car all cleaned up.
Hello.
Hello.
Alex Sturgeon here, Hobbytown Hobbyplex, manager, race director. And with me, as always, Will Brinton.
Yeah.
He is the
Hi.
master, I don't know. What are you?
I don't know. Something.
No, you're like master RC setup guru
Oh.
slash sponsored driver slash all around good guy slash, I don't know. I'm just thinking of stuff.
Yeah. No, I do my best to do those things.
Trying to get you a
All
title.
those things. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like if I was ever to open a hobby shop, it would have a really long name, like old Billy's old fashioned honest hobby shop and emporium. Like
some sort of long name, like Daenerys Targaryen from
yeah,
Game of Thrones.
yeah. Takes like a half hour to say.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be my like surname. Like have a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like holder of track records in Nebraska. Like, I just
Holder of Jensen's track record.
and Hobbyplex.
And Hobbyplex.
Yeah. I got both of them at the end of the season. I was thinking about that the other
You have
day.
a
I
guy-
didn't even realize that.
No, you have a guy that introduces you at all race events, like a hype man,
Yeah.
sort of.
My jester
Yeah.
or my yeah, like my hype man.
Yeah. Or oh gosh, what was the name of the dude? The what did they call that? The hand of the queen, hand of the king.
Yeah. Yeah,
King's
the
hand.
king's hand. Yeah, that would you be my king's hand?
As long as you can be mine.
Okay.
Big Willie's Discount Wholesale Radio Control Vehicles and Wonder Emporium.
Yeah.
That's
Honest.
not me. That was Bobby's Hobbies on
honest old fashioned
on YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta add honest old fashioned in there somewhere.
On the chat.
And it's written in like calligraphy.
Yeah.
On a wood sign.
Do you know what I forgot again?
No.
I forgot to bring something.
How would I know what you forgot?
I forgot to bring something ProTech again.
Oh,
God.
Yeah, you should have brought their glue.
Yeah. You know why, though? Because I've been working at the track today, so I had Monday off, and I have Mondays off, and usually I go fishing, or I try to be somewhat productive. I go mountain biking, and I try to do something outside if it's nice out. And
yeah, I don't blame you.
My truck doesn't work right now, my real truck.
Oh, so what do you told me the other day, like, hey, let's do a podcast. My truck doesn't work. I'm like, okay, neat. I just didn't ask any questions.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sick, dude.
Yeah. So
what happened?
I couldn't dig my boat anywhere because I don't have my truck. So I'm like, well, let's just.
Yeah, what happened to your truck?
Oh, I don't know. It's I think it's the same thing that happened 2 years ago. The Nissan's got these 3 cam sensors, I think is what they're called.
Oh, you need a cam positioning sensor, huh?
Yeah, and they go bad, and then you got to get them replaced. And they didn't have an opening at the shop until Wednesday.
Oh.
And
so does it not run, or is it like chug?
It chugged, and I didn't think that it was these things again, but because it still ran, but it almost sounded like it was slipping, like maybe a transmission problem. And then Thursday night, I went to go up to the lake for like an hour or two. And I got like halfway up the hill from where I live, and my truck quit. And that's the exact same thing that it did last time. And then it wouldn't start very good. Then it would start, and then it would only go for a little bit, and then it would stutter, and then it would shut off. And I just turned around and coasted back into my driveway and said, okay, I think I know what that is now, and called the place and And that
Did
was
you
that.
drive your scooter to work
I
then?
did. Yeah.
Nice.
I dared the insane Omaha streets. It's bad. Like,
Is my fan too loud?
no, I don't even hear it.
Okay, good. Then
Dude,
it's not running, and I'm totally
Omaha
not doing
streets
anything.
are rough, dude. They're rough. Like, it's not just the streets; it's like all the traffic and everything, and then all the people. I don't know. I think I'm trying to turn into a hermit.
Herman Termit?
Yeah, like a hermit.
You know that group,
I think
like that
so.
'60s band,
Yeah,
Herman
I was gonna say,
Termits.
wasn't it a '60s band? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know why I thought about that. When everybody says hermit, I was thinking Herman Termit. Hey, speaking of a Herman, did you watch that documentary on HBO Max yet with that one guy that was Pee Wee Herman?
No, You know what? You're not the first person to say that I should watch that.
I need to watch that.
So, um, yeah, you're not the first person. So I'll. We actually do have Max because Gretchen loves her streaming services. So
Yeah,
we're gonna.
the streaming wars.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hold on a second.
There's all like,
I'm getting text in the middle of the podcast.
what do they want? They're like, hey, do you guys have
Entries
Traxxas glow plugs?
entries for an INS opened about an hour and a half ago.
Oh, when does practice start? How much is it? How much is it?
Oof. Yeah.
Do you have mini truggy? Do you have 4-wheel drive short course?
We are gonna have mini truggy at this one though.
Yeah, right. You're gonna have 4-wheel drive.
No, we're not gonna have forward drive short course. Sorry. Yeah. No.
Are you guys gonna have mini short course? Mini 4-wheel drive.
Speaking of that, did you see the have you ever seen an LT10?
Yeah,
Associated. Those things are tiny. They're little B5 buggies with truck bodies on them.
Yeah, Tracy sent me some of those for that demo I did last year.
Oh yeah,
At this
that's
time,
right.
it was that same one that guy used, or that same body and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is kind of a cool renditioning of a short course truck. It had like 10 scale tires, so
it is. Yeah. It caught me off guard though because I ordered 6 of them for the
oh,
store.
because of how little they were.
Well, I didn't know they were that little.
I thought that would actually be a good thing, because then somebody could buy like buggy wheels and tires for it, and then eventually, like if they got a buggy, they could use those tires on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was surprised, and I had this thing called a Friday night special, where it was gonna be that truck, a charger, a battery, and a set of race tires for like a certain amount. That was probably about 15% off altogether.
Yeah.
But the tires don't work with that truck because they're huge, because they were short course tires.
Oh, we'll just do some buckler tires.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted pre-mounted stuff though.
Oh, they make pre-mounted buggy tires.
It's pretty hard to find. Race tires like slicks.
Yeah, J Concepts makes them.
They make them, but they're not.
Oh, they don't. They're
always,
out of them.
They're not always in stock.
Oh, huh.
That's always the. We actually just got a bunch in though, white ones, rears.
Oh, so they exist.
Yeah, they exist.
Okay, so I'm not like crazy, or
no, you're not.
They're thinking
they're out there. No, they make them, and the oval guys love them.
Yeah, the oval guys do.
Oh yeah.
Sick.
Yep.
I am them.
Yep.
I'm polishing my brass here.
Yeah.
I like to have a fine looking racing machine. Right here, I'm gonna polish this arm while we're talking. We're having a little chit chat.
I need to polish my truck ball studs. Because they forced themselves out. They unscrewed themselves because they were hanging up.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh.
I'm dumb.
Had this wadding polish. This might be about as old as I am, and they still sell it in the same container.
Never dull.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is funny they name it that, because this brass arm did go dull after doing it after a month. So
yeah,
I don't know what the hell. I kind of want my money back from 40 years ago, or my dad's money back.
Dad's money back.
I want my dad's money back.
So where'd you go this weekend? Last year, this weekend, Emerson and I were in Muscatine for the INS, and you were at Layton for a dirt oval race. Did you go to that same dirt oval race?
I did. I went to the same one.
Did you do better?
I did better, but God, I was in a position to TQ, and oval things happened.
Oval things? You mean lap traffic?
No, it wasn't even lap traffic.
Oh, okay.
Somebody driving over their head, crashing because they saw me coming, ran into him, broke a shock. So the way that they do qualify or seating at this race, they do it like you would full size sprint cars. So you go an out lap, and then you get a lap, and then another lap, and you're done.
Mm-hmm.
So you essentially get like one lap that would count.
Mm-hmm.
And I seated 4th out of 40, which is really good, considering the format. So that was good for me. We ran the first heat. I started on pole for my heat and won the first heat. And they watered right before my race, and I ended up winning by a lap, maybe 2.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but I won by a lot. So I started in the back of the second heat, and I only really needed to finish second to TQ. I mean, second would have put me in the show, but I think that would have been good enough for TQ with the points and the way everybody else qualified.
Yeah.
Or the way qualifying was going. And so I'm just kind of running around running my own race. I think I was up to 3rd, and second place was like in front of me, and they crashed and like stopped in the groove after they crashed for some reason. I think the guy that I hit was just kind of driving over their head because they saw me coming. So whatever. And then I ran into him and broke a right front shock shaft. So I went from TQing, which is like it was kind of like a given thing that I think if I finished second, I would have had TQ. Should have, to at least being straight in top 3 in the main start to top of the C. So I ran the C main. I won the C main by a lap, maybe 2. I can't remember. It was a lot. Started last or second to last in the B, and then with like 1 lap I ended up getting on the same straightaway as 3rd. So I worked all the way through the field, got up to 3rd, and the race was over. Like ran out of time.
Starting position.
Yeah. So I ended up winning the B main technically. I don't know. I googled today how to get rid of bad luck. Because I'm dead serious. Like I actually did that today, and had some things. I think I need to take a salt bath. That was one of them. I think it has to be kosher salt. But
I'm having a visual of you in a salt bath.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it, I think. And I don't know, like King of Dirt last year, leading, broke a shock tower.
Yeah.
Was it the Chili Bowl, like barely squeaked into the A when I kept getting like run over and like taken out by lap traffic and just weird stuff happening. I somehow got in.
Yeah.
And I had really bad starting position. And I just want one of these races to just go right. Like go straight into the main, not a lot to worry about. And it just had and then Field of Dreams, that would have happened for me, and then I stripped a gear. Like I was literally like had a straightaway on second when I stripped that gear.
Yeah. No.
And it was just like I don't know what to do. Like I keep just having bad luck.
Darn it. That's I felt like that a couple years ago. Like where I would be competitive and then something stupid would happen.
Somebody probably has like a voodoo doll of me, and they're like throwing it down the stairs whenever I'm at a race. Or
Yeah.
I actually thought that might have been a thing, and so I just quit posting whenever I'm going to go to a race because I figured somebody was like cursing me. But I'm dead serious.
I
But I
mean,
guess
think what's happened to me in 40 plus at our track.
yeah, maybe it's a Nebraska
I
thing.
don't know. That's been on my mind this year. I want to really do well again. I think I said that
Yeah.
last year too. And I crashed in the first lap. Didn't even crash. Just rolled
I
over.
don't know. I'm not even like crashing.
Traction rolled on the first lap. Just a weird traction roll on the first lap. And
Yeah.
next thing you know, I'm last.
I just don't feel like my abilities are matching my results here lately, and it's getting old.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been there.
Need to have a circumcision or something. No, wait, exorcism.
Circumcision. Pretty sure at your age that would hurt.
Yeah, I already had one.
Yeah.
Uh, did I ever tell you the story about my tattoo that I got
Mm-mm.
when? So this is my first tattoo. Erin wanted my wife, Erin. She wanted a tattoo, so I was like, all right, I'll go with you. And so she didn't think I was gonna get one. Like, you know what? I'll get one. What the heck? And so uh, the gal that was doing my tattoo, uh, she uh, was shaving my arm where I have it, and she goes, "Oh, is this your first tattoo?" I said, "Yeah, but it's my second body mod." And she's like, "Oh, what's your first?" And I without skipping a beat, I went circumcision. And she she had like fangs. I thought she was gonna spit her fangs out. She was laughing so hard.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a good high quality joke you can
that is
tell
a very
grandma.
good high quality joke. She'll get it.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, but last year weren't you in like the O main or something like that?
I don't remember. I was so mad.
Weren't you sick last year too?
I don't know. I might be now.
I thought I thought I thought
Actually,
last year you like didn't feel good the whole time, and then
no. I felt fine at this one. I don't remember what race that was because when I went to PT's, I was sick. PT Hobbies,
oh, okay,
um, in Illinois in November. I was sick then. And that's pretty much when I was sick all the way up until the
so
Chili
Chili
Bowl. And
Bowl,
then after, I was sick for like since November till about a month ago.
yeah,
I was sick for a while. I could have done a 50-50 grind. I was so sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we um, I mean, if you think about it, we're only 4 months away from our oval season.
Yeah.
I hate to think of it that way, but it's June.
Look at how shiny that is now.
It is shiny.
Yeah. You gotta give them what they want. You know, they want shiny race cars.
I strung 200 feet of speaker wire today at the track. I'm
Nice.
actually going back tonight to finish it and to test it, make sure that everything works. But um, I've the sound out on the dirt track's always been a struggle for me. Like we had speakers in front of the pit lane, and for some reason they just stopped working. Had to be the speaker because I hooked up another speaker to one of them, and then it worked, and the other one didn't work. So that one actually could have been the cord. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I put a speaker way over on the northwest side of the track
Hmm.
because in the wintertime, when we're racing nitro out there for the Techno Series, you can't hear anything over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Oh,
hopefully,
yeah.
hopefully it's more, everything sounds more stereo, but then also like in the
Also more mono.
wintertime, people will be able to hear it. That's
Yeah.
the goal. So I tested it before I strung it to make sure that 200 feet of speaker wire was going to work. So,
Huh.
so we should
Wait,
be
is
good.
it winter and cold? Does sound travel farther, or is it
Sound
like
travels farther
warm?
in water.
Yeah. So it's probably sound doesn't travel as far when it's cold. I can't
Maybe.
remember.
Yeah, I could, if the air is drier, I could see that
Hmm.
for sure.
Richard, do you know?
Oh, we got an engineering technical question.
I do not.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't
All
know.
right. Okay. I can't remember which one it is. if you know and you're in the chat with the
Oh,
sound
speaking of chat,
travels
jeez.
farther when it's colder or warmer, you will be entered in for a drawing for 2 points. So that could be redeemed for one more point. So we work up a point system on this show.
Mm-hmm. What was I gonna say?
I
Oh
don't know,
yeah, so
but my arm's really shiny.
I got like super dirty. Like my shirt's
Yeah,
dirty.
you did.
My I
Oh,
got
doing the thing.
dust all over my face and that. We're gonna try to clean the place again before um
INS?
yeah,
INS?
before INS.
Oh, that'll
So
be nice. Nice and clean. Did you already paint the walls?
um
I
we
know there's
didn't
talks of that.
we actually didn't paint. It didn't look that terrible out there, and all with the banners up,
Just after you power washed it?
you can't really tell with the banners up.
Oh,
So,
oh,
but
all right.
we need
Yeah.
to clean, like, the booth is horrible, and the it's just so bad. It's so dirty. I hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it, but I also hate it.
I like it, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So yeah, that's what I did today, and didn't go fishing or anything, and did that
Me
instead.
neither. I didn't go fishing at all today.
I got my I went and bought plates for my bike, so my bike's legal again.
Yeah.
Because I was riding around with bad plates on my bike, which.
On your Scooterino?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So.
one shiny arm right there. Some people pay extra for that, not me.
You know that was on the other night again? It's always on.
What?
Dodgeball?
Oh, Dodgeball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That movie's all right.
Most people pay extra for that, Cotton.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's just something I've always said. I didn't realize it was in a movie. Maybe it's subliminal.
Yeah. Well,
Ben Stiller's gonna sue me, I guess.
We just had our summer series.
Yeah.
And round one.
Gotta have those.
It happened a little later than normal. I mean, normally we're the weekend after Mother's Day. So whatever Mother's Day weekend, that's usually the Saturday after that when we have round one of the summer series. Emerson's graduation stuff kind of got in the way of that. There was no way I was going to miss his graduation for an RC car race. So
yeah, all right.
And the party as well. So I feel
got a party, got to bro down.
It was fun. I mean, Gretchen bought so much food, and most of it was gone. So we had
what kind of food was it?
Tacos.
Nice. I would have liked that.
Yeah, we actually had quite a bit of taco meat left over. But Emerson eats tacos like a vacuum cleaner, so it's fine. So yeah, so round 2 is actually this coming up weekend.
Yeah.
So round 1 and 2 are 2 weeks apart, which it feels weird, but like at the same time, it's like it'll help us get back on track because normally there's a month between them, you know.
Yeah.
So
there was one year that there was something going on where we had like 3 rounds of the summer series in 1 month or something.
Yeah, remember when we held the Nats in 16? We crammed all like 5 rounds before the Nationals.
Yeah.
If I go back in time, I wouldn't do that again. I'd just leave it alone.
Yeah.
That was pretty fast.
I had a good time.
I know. Dude, I mean, seriously, we had 133 entries.
Yeah.
And that number is lower than it had been in the past, but at the same time, it's still a number that most tracks would kill for.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah.
That's
actually a manageable number.
It was actually like a really nice, fun, easy day too. Like it didn't run too late, and everything seemed, you could take like 5 minutes in between each round because you weren't just stressing for time.
Yeah. Trying to get out of there by midnight,
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I feel like that's pretty normal. That's, it's close to 150 entries, which is kind of what I always kind of like. I'm always pretty chill with, I guess. When
yeah.
So yeah, I don't think there's anything there to be worried or upset about.
No, I wouldn't be upset at all.
No, not one bit.
Yeah.
Independent classes were once again the biggest classes of the weekend. So 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive, which I think is a really good thing. Like, to me, that shows that we're healthy.
Yeah.
It shows that we have enough just regular people that want to race RC cars, where it's not, I think it'd be worse if it was like 1 heat of independent and 3 heats of expert. And then that number dwindles throughout the summer because those guys, some of them would be upset that they're not making the A main or whatever. And
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'm
I
looking at it. Maybe I'm trying to look at it too deep.
Maybe.
But I wanted to go over this. We haven't done like a results thing in a while, and it just happened a week and a half ago. So
it's still fresh.
It's still fresh. Exactly.
Yeah.
So Plex Spec this year is going to be very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 10 Plex Speckers for round 1. Max Camp got a TQ and a win. Max has been racing a lot of on-road lately, so he wasn't sure if he belongs in Plex or if he belongs in Independent. He didn't blow anybody out of the water. And in fact, Milo Brown is this 7-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
And this kid's going to be running circles around us in a couple of years if he sticks with it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
is he from Omaha?
Yeah.
Oh,
they come and they practice a lot. They started racing minis on Tiny Tuesdays.
Oh, that's how I got started.
Yep. And now they got 10 scale cars. The family does the Hot Wheels thing every once in a while too. It's a lot of fun. But they were racing 2 laps side by side in Plex Spec they weren't taking each other out. I mean, it was like kind of cool, like side by side in the air, touching wheels but not crashing each other.
That's cool.
Like, it was awesome. He didn't blow him out of the water. So
what?
He didn't blow him out of the water. So I think Max is my rule is, if it's obvious, if he's like 2 laps faster than everybody, well then yeah, we're gonna move you up.
About it.
Milo got second, and then Kyrie Barrett, TJ's brother, who's also 7 years old and about the same height as Milo, finished third. And Kyrie's also going to probably run circles around us in a couple of years.
That's cool.
Just because of how young they are. Like, starting out this young, it's crazy how good they are. Especially, like, when they're, like, landing on throttle, downsiding jumps, the right way. Yeah. Like, to me, that shows, like, just natural skill.
Skills pay the bills.
Yeah. And then poor Tanner Kruzmark, who I'm pretty sure is almost 30, finished fourth. And then it was Dom Webb, Andrew Billington, Logan Bell, Tony Augusta, which is this other kid's dad that just started racing, Lakota Clancy, and Kevin Becker. That was your top 10 in Plex Spec. Nice. But it was a sick race, dude. Like I thought Milo had him. I really did. Then we had Stadium Truck. Yeah. And I wasn't sure if Emerson was going to actually show up to race.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say that is because he's been kind of flaky lately.
Oh, flaky, yeah.
And it's just because he's a 18-year-old young man, and he likes to hang out with his friends, and he's got a job that he's got to wake up super early in the morning, and it's a 7 to 5 job. Like, those are real hours, and it's real work, so
it's hard to get that rhythm too when you're just out of high school.
Yeah. And I mean, he's got the weekends off, so he tries to spend, some of it asleep.
Sometimes when you got the weekends off, you just want to bro down,
Yeah.
When you're a man.
Yep. So I wasn't sure if he was going to come. He ended up missing the first round of truck, showing up about right before his 2-wheel drive buggy race, I think, in round 1. Round 2, he comes around. I was TQ in round 1. Emerson runs round 2 and ends up TQing.
Yeah.
And that truck of his, I can't explain it. It's so fast. Like at trackside, it looks so good and it was so fast. And then here, it's pretty fast too.
Yeah, I'm still the best there ever was and ever will be at trucks.
Full disclosure, he didn't even work. He hasn't even worked on that thing. The first
Yeah.
time he's worked on it was this last Saturday, in a long time.
I went out on top, and he can't beat me if I don't race. So.
That's right. Yeah.
You should try and race oval.
So Emerson screwed up. First lap, second lap, something like that. I got around him. TJ got around him. I think a couple other people got around him. He was working his way back through the field. TJ and I were having a really good race. I blocked TJ a few times to not get around me, and I'm not ashamed of it at all.
Yeah.
But you got to pass me, and I was still in front. So
yeah, Dale wouldn't have let his own son pass him. No way.
Yeah, that's right. So TJ and I were having a really good race. TJ got hung up on the pipe. He tried to get underneath of me coming down to the loop. There wasn't enough room for both of us. I squeezed him out. He ended up on the pipe. I drove off.
Ooh.
And then Emerson got around him, and then TJ stayed in third. Emerson eventually caught me and passed me like I was standing still. And we were looking at stuff on this Saturday. We actually didn't race this Saturday. We just had a practice day again. And I was overgeared, probably like 3 teeth. So I put the exact same gearing that Emerson has on, and my truck was a lot faster for longer. So I think I might have stressed my motor out there at the end.
You added teeth?
So I was running a 75.2 spur gear, and I put on a 78.
Oh, nice.
So.
Oh, okay. So you actually geared it down some, made the motor have more RPM.
Yeah, and it's way faster, just in general. But also it didn't slow down at the end of an 8-minute run.
That's good.
So.
Getting it in that power band.
Yep. So Emerson,
dude, I actually added timing to my sprint car, and it cooled the motor off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that happens. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, everybody was telling me it would do that, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'm always I'm one of the worst ESC tuners I know, and when I say worst, I mean the only thing I ever do is adjust some drive frequency, or starting power or something like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to doing turbo or timing or anything, I know nothing. I do not know nothing. And so I just don't have a lot of experience with it. And anytime I ever try to do it, my car just ends up spinning out in the straightaway because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where to make it come on. Well, David Fastis's told me to make it so it does it at full throttle, or make it so it's automatic where it mixes it. And I was like, oh, sick. So I put in 8 degrees, and I think I ended up going to 10, but it felt right and it cooled off. So that was pretty awesome.
So you're basically using less throttle trigger.
Me? No, I'm using the same amount of trigger. It just, I don't know. It just had you can hear it wind up really big too.
Yeah.
But it just does it. It puts it down in a usable way. Before it was just all right, I put some timing in, and it's my car just spins out in the straightaway. Well, that didn't work.
I always feel like whenever I add timing, I must be doing it wrong too, because my car always feels like it runs on like a nitro car.
Oh, well, in oval, we don't really have that because we're not using brakes really. Well, I take that back. I mean, I was using some brakes, but
yeah,
I don't think anybody else in oval does. I might be an anomaly, but yeah, I use brakes.
Yeah, I'm always shocked by how everybody else's 17.5 motor can sometimes run me down, and I'm running a 7.5. And I'm not saying that they're using timing. I'm saying that I don't have my mod motor tuned in any way.
You're not a tuner?
I'm in full blinky mode when I run mod.
Yeah. And see, I was normally kind of a Blinky mod guy too, but I don't know. Now that I've been racing oval and kind of learned some stuff about tuning, I mean, I think I could be a super tuna
Yeah.
pretty easily.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Emerson waited at the line for me and then waited till I was right next to him and then gunned it. So the finish looks like we finished 0.5 of a second apart. That was not the case.
Yeah. Why does he do that? He's like, here, watch me throw this race away. Every time.
He's just trying to rub it in. He was just trying to rub it in on me. That's all.
He's like, all right, Dad, I'm gonna ruin this race.
Yeah. He just likes to rub it in. Like at trackside when he won the race and I broke in like lap 5 and I'm standing next to him and I'm giving him crap because he's still doing the triple and I was upset that he was still doing the triple at the end of the race when he had like a 15-second lead. And I'm like, dude, the only way you're gonna lose this race is if you break your truck. Stop doing that. Mm-hmm. Race is over. He turns to me and he does like the who's the wrestler that does the thing where he points at his crotch with two hands?
this thing. He goes like.
Yeah. Who is
that? I don't know, but I did that all through elementary school. I also did that when I set my last track record at the Plex. I took my car and my radio. I went like this.
Yeah. All right. We'll move on from that. So Emerson got 1 win, got stadium truck. Okay.
If somebody knows what professional wrestler that was, please let me know.
Please say it in the chat because I am not a privy to Triple H. There we go. See?
I was gonna say that, but I wasn't sure on what.
They beat me to it.
Yeah.
They beat me to it. 4-wheel drive mod was next. No, go ahead.
Oh, I had nothing. I was just reading.
4-wheel drive modified was next, and there's actually a full heat of 4-wheel mod, which is kind of cool.
That's nice.
Mason Herrick is here to play this year. I think he's tired of finishing second all the time. So,
who?
Mason Herrick.
Oh, okay.
So he got a TQ and a win in 4-wheel drive. Andrew Thomas was relatively close to him for a little while and then kind of pulled away at the end. Andrew's racing mod full time now.
Full time modified guy, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
So, although I will say, I think at INS this weekend, I think he raced 13.5 in expert stock.
Oh wow.
Weird. But at our place, he's raced. This is what he was racing. So,
does he have like a motor deal?
I can't remember if it's R1 or not. I can't remember.
I know if they're like, hey, big races where we run in.
Maybe. Yeah, and actually he ran the expert classes at INS too. I forgot about that at trackside. Okay. So, hang on 1 second.
Okay.
I want to drink that before it gets cold or warm.
Hey, pass me a kickstart.
I thought about bringing one of the Busch Lights that I'd bought because I thought you were coming up.
Oh.
For the graduation party. There's like a whole case of Busch Light in my fridge.
Oh.
And Coors Light.
Dude, I totally spaced it off.
And Coors Light.
My wife. Do you have any?
My wife is counting the cans.
Yeah, it sounds like you and my wife would have a lot in common.
She texted me. She's like, "Did you drink one of those?" I was like, "Yeah, last night while I was working on cars."
One beer, Alex.
One beer.
Jeez.
One beer. That's all you get.
Yeah, that's gonna be me. I've been kind of drying out here lately. So
anything more than that, I go to sleep. I'm like my mom.
Not me. Anything more than that, anything more than one, I want another.
You're taking your shirt off.
Yeah, I take my shirt
off. Okay. Anyways, back to 4-wheel drive. So Mason Herrick TQ and win. Andrew Thomas qualified second, finished second. Owen Vanderbeek qualified fourth, finished third, got on the podium. Daniel Bender also running mod this summer at home, anyways. Finished fourth. Caden Berding was fifth. Mitchell Pavel sixth. Dane Gangler, and then John Haas, Seth Curtis, and Corey Tannehill. for mod 4-wheel drive. And I think Alex Vanderbeek wasn't there. He was getting ready for carpet for Muscatine.
No, that's cool.
And then some of the Kansas City guys didn't come up too. It was a weird weekend. I think one of the reasons why we only had 133 entries was Fastlane was having their outdoor summer series the same day. And then Wolfram in Des Moines was racing on Saturday as well. So I'm pretty sure that hurt our turnout just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, expert stock was right after that. Emerson got a TQ and win here, and I'm pretty happy with him because he didn't like his car after the first round of qualifying and made some adjustments, and his car looked really good in this qualifier, and then he made some more adjustments. He went to a one-up gold spring on the back of his B7 for the A main, and I mean for this race, and his car looked phenomenal. Like
on which vehicle?
His B7.
What are the one-up springs like? Are they good?
Yeah, I'm running them in the rear of my Mugen.
Huh.
And I run actually on my B64 whenever I pull that out, I also have one-up reds in the back of that one and one-up red fronts as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just can't explain it. They just feel better when you go drive it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I wish I could explain why.
I'm curious.
I mean, clearly, I'm not an engineer, and I haven't said that in a while. So clearly,
I kind of wonder if anybody would be able to tell you why they are better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it just is.
Yeah. Sometimes it just is.
It's like, how does a posi rear end work in a Plymouth? It just does. You know?
Or a Beamer. Emerson's got a posi in his Beamer.
Yeah, but that's not from Joe Dirt, so.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Is that what that is? Oh, God.
Yeah.
I've only seen that movie one time.
Yeah. Me too. No, I've seen it a lot.
Okay. In my opinion, the story for round one at Summer Series here for what he was racing was Orlando Martinez. Like, he's going really fast.
Orlando is?
Orlando is. And he could have beat us in 40 plus.
Really?
He should have beat us in 40 plus. Let me put it that way. Because he was TQ round one in 40 plus. We'll come up to that here in a minute. But yeah, Orlando is going really fast. So
nice.
Orlando finished second. TJ Williams got a third from sixth on the grid. Then John Kinzer, David Peevler was fifth, Brian Cox, Connor Herrick, Dalton broke on like the first lap. Dalton had a rough day. We might talk about it a little bit, but you want to talk about luck? Dalton not having good luck for round one.
Yeah, me neither.
But Emerson got another win. He ran a 21.8 fast lap in expert stock.
Wow,
that's pretty fast because like when we get to mod 2, we'll look at hot laps and just compare because it's pretty close. In independent 2-wheel drive, this is why I love our system. I know I say this a lot about how we do racing at the Hobbyplex, but like Plex spec to independent to expert to mod. Like, to me, that should be the flow of things. If you're just getting into it, I always direct people to Plex spec first, and then if they want to get more serious and not get monster jammed, then I direct them in independent classes, either 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. And this is a case of that system working. Bo Jacobson got the win. Bo's been racing now he raced when he was little with his dad at the Plex, and they raced Nitro. Long time ago. And Bo, I got pictures of Bo like racing like a 10 scale stadium truck or something like that from like 15 years ago. And then he's back here on his own, and now he's got a truck, a buggy, a 4-wheel drive, like a Plex spec Monster Jam truck if he wants to. Like it's pretty cool. But he's had the speed to do this, and so he ended up winning on Saturday in independent 2-wheel drive. John Berdine, who had a rough day of qualifying with his brand new 22X, ended up second, starting to get that car together. And then Anthony Santi with his brand new 22X also finished third. Connor Hausch finished fourth. He was your TQ, so he actually gets third place points if you really want to look at the upside of things. Eli Webb was fifth. Ryan Leahy from the bump spot got up to sixth. Tyler Lang in his first summer series with a two-wheel drive is finished seventh. Riley Howard, his first summer series, finished eighth. Simon Schratt, his first summer series, bumping up and getting ninth. And then Cole Webb ended up 10th. I think he broke or something like that. But he was having some servo issues. I sold him a servo this week, so hopefully that comes to an end.
Nice.
Then 40 Plus was up after that, and this was another back and forth between me and Mac, but I was up there in third, running around in third place after making a mistake on the first lap again, thinking to myself, Mac's going to get caught by Orlando.
Yeah.
Orlando's going really fast. I was like, Orlando qualified third, but he should have TQ'd. Like, he was going fast enough. We were all very, very close in qualifying. Our hot laps were actually really in fact, I got smoked hot lap wise. So, but we're old, so we all just crashed at some point. I caught back up and I had him. I was right on his tail, and then I winged Mac in a corner. I didn't slow down enough, I guess. So my front end got collected on his wing, turned him around. Orlando went around. Half a lap later, he crashed into the pipe. Matt got back around. I got back around, and then I ran out of time. There was a crash on the last lap in front of Mac. They collected Mac, and then I saw it and tried to go around, and they were doing that thing where they're both of them spinning around.
Oh.
And so they moved.
Like they're hooked onto each other?
Yeah. So they moved.
The old hooked on phonics.
Yeah, so they moved to where I was trying to go, the little hole that I was trying to go, and I got collected in that, and then Mac got free, and Mac went on to win the race. But we were going to get one more lap, and I was like up there going, we're going to get one more lap. I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to press the issue on this lap. I'm going to see if I can get him the next lap, and then we lost that lap altogether. So once again, we're tied. Mac got 100. I got 99 plus 1, so I get 100. So, yeah, fun times.
Dude, I just polished the inside of my shocks. Look at how dirty my rag is. Like I didn't, and I cleaned them first.
I would never think to polish the inside of my shock.
Yeah. Well, like these pistons we're running have like an O-ring on them. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. There's like they're aluminum with an O-ring, and so I was like, but because I was thinking about doing it, and Brian told me, Brian Burnt, he was like, oh, I've been doing that. I'm like, really? How does it work? And he told me it worked really good. So I'm like doing this now, getting on Brian Burnt's program.
Nice. So Orlando finished third, then David Peevler fourth, Corey Tannehill fifth, Brian Cox, Seth Curtis, Jake Conrad, James Nelson, and Dustin Becker. And there was actually an A and B main in 40 plus. So that was nice. Independent four-wheel drive. Connor Hausch getting some redemption from his two-wheel drive race. Took the win. Bo Jacobson, though, from the fifth spot, ended up finishing second. And then Cole Webb was your TQ, finished third, so he gets second place points. So, again, if you want to look at the upside of things. And then it was John Berdine, Anthony Santi, Chris Haida, Dylan Lynn, Trevor Brinkman, Eli Vanderbeek, and then Chris Grabenshore. A couple guys, again, this is a fun group. It's some of their first Summer Series races. So it's good to see. Like I said, I like the independent classes a lot. Nice. All right, four-wheel drive comes up, and Emerson's already won 2 of the expert classes, spec classes, I should say. Dalton Conrad was your TQ, and Emerson started second. TJ Williams started third. So all the boys that were there running spec were 1, 2, and 3. Emerson got super aggressive at the start and tried to pass Dalton on the very first corner of the first lap. There's a jump right before it, and they touched, and Dalton's car got bounced around a whole bunch and broke.
Damn.
So Emerson, Emerson's 4-wheel drive looked really good too. Actually, like his stuff was just working really good. A lot of it was tires. I think we just had a lot of good tires from. We have so many sets of smoothies right now from all the races we've been going to that we're just trying to burn them all out.
Right.
And we all had pretty good sets. So anyway, so Emerson goes on to win. Orlando with another second, TJ with another third, and then Connor Herrick, John Kinzer, Dylan, and Dalton. And James Nelson wasn't there to race the main. So
James Nelson was there racing?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was the first round of the summer series? Or the one? Okay. It wasn't last weekend?
Last weekend, yeah.
So, like, while I was at Layton?
No. The weekend before that.
Okay.
The 31st.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I asked him if he was going to go to Layton. He's like, no, I can't race. I got something going on.
Oh, no,
I was like,
yeah, this was a week before that.
I was like, you dirty birdie.
It's like when you hey, you guys want to go out to lunch? Oh, no, I got something to do. And then you go to the restaurant you're going to go to, and they're at the same restaurant, and they're like, hey, what happened?
Yeah. Or you walk by sadly on the sidewalk because you got nobody to have lunch with. And
yeah.
they're in there.
Inside,
you see them through the window eating, having
laughing.
a great time without you.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, man, I'm glad Will's not here.
So Dalton got kind of hosed. I felt bad for him because it was definitely aggressive. I know Emerson didn't mean to take him out.
No.
And he might I didn't, from where I was at, there could have been room there. I don't know.
There might have been. Who knows?
Yeah. But I don't know. I have the Tiger, man. Emerson got all 3 spec classes this weekend in expert.
You give him a broom, take a picture?
No.
Like that Cavalieri picture?
No. I've done the broom picture before.
When?
When we went to Rockford.
Oh, they had a broom for you?
In 15, remember?
Yeah.
I somehow
I remember that race.
I somehow ended up winning all 3 classes, and I'm like, this is kind of cool. You guys got a broom?
Yeah. That was like the worst trip of my life because I thought it would be a great idea to bring my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah,
she like ruined everything like normal.
Yeah, it was rough, dude.
Her breathing like ruined everything.
Oh, it was rough.
I hope she's watching.
She kept asking me why I switched lanes while I was driving on the interstate.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not a left lane hanger outer. I use it to pass, and then I get back into the right lane.
Yeah.
And I'm driving. She's like, "Why do you do that? Why do you change lanes?" I was like, "Cause
that's what you're supposed to do, idiot.
It's a passing lane."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, you're one of those people."
Yeah. Stupid.
I love our podcast. We can just shit on Will's ex-girlfriend.
What's that?
I said I love this podcast because we can just shit on your ex-girlfriend whenever.
Oh, yeah. That should be a segment. Stupid lady.
I feel bad. I don't really have any ex-girlfriends to crap on.
Yeah. Watch her, like all of a sudden we get like a comment like she's been watching every time we do it.
Oh God, that'd be so creepy. Oh, that'd be so weird. Anyways, all right, moving on. Mod 2-wheel drive. I want to look at the fast lap. Yeah, dude. So Emerson's hot lap in stock. Well, yeah, it was a 21.8. So the hot lap of the race would have been Owen Vanderbeek's 21.2. So Emerson was in 0.6 of mod on the big track. That's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Mod 2-wheel Mason Herrick got another TQ and win. Owen qualified second, finished second. Owen had some issues with traffic in this one. There was only one heat, I believe, of mod. So every once in a while, you know how that happens. You get like this disparity in speed a little bit, and so it can be hard for someone to get out of the way. It's like when I got put into the A heat of INS last year's finals in 4-wheel mod, and I'm like, why am I here? I'm gonna get lapped like 6 times, and I couldn't get out of the way fast enough for these guys. It was
Yeah.
stupid. It sucked.
It kind of takes the fun out of
It
it.
totally took the fun out of it. I was so glad. I was actually glad I broke out of that race.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Mason Herrick, Owen Vanderbeek, Caden Berding, who kind of struggled with his new car, his 22X for most of the day, but he kind of got it figured out there at the end. And then Andrew Thomas finished 4th. Mitchell Pavel, Seth Curtis, Austin McFarland. He's one of the kids that's worked for us in the store. And then Daniel Bender. I think he broke out.
Dang it.
So that was Mod 2 Wheel. I think we'll probably have, I bet you we have a B main this week because we'll have a bigger turnout for it.
Right.
I actually thought about running 2 Wheel Mod. Like my Mugen's working so good right now that I was kind of like almost confident enough to race 2 Wheel Mod again.
You've just been running 40 plus.
I have been, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I club race 2 Wheel Mod, but it's
right.
It's not the same.
It was a big race.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For the same reason, I don't want to be in the way. I mean, I'm, anyways.
I don't know. I look forward to being able to run 40 plus. I wasn't having any fun running open mod. Even,
I can't wait.
Even being competitive, it's just like I wasn't racing with any of my friends.
I can't wait to run you over in 40 plus.
Yeah, me neither.
How old are you?
35. I'll be 36 this year.
4 years?
4 more years.
I'll be 50.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, feels like a long time.
He'll be here before you know it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
I'll
don't
probably come
remind
back
me.
before then.
Yeah, don't remind me. It sucks getting old.
Well, and it's just like to be on top of things in like open 2 wheel mod. It's like you have to race more than once a week, to get to keep fresh, or at least like work on things like have a track day.
Mm-hmm.
At least I would. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not talented, but I have to work harder than everybody else. But anyway, I'm just kidding, by the way. I do work hard, but just with my life, it was just too much to try to stay relevant.
Yeah. No doubt.
Like even just being able to race every week was hard for me because I was having to go to work on Saturday mornings at 3 o'clock so I could be off early enough to come up and race on time. I'm just like, I cannot keep this up.
I will say, I'm going to say this for our place, and I hope those that are out there that have been coming agree with me, and those of you that haven't been coming but could come, you should probably come because having Tuesday nights be a practice night with the computer on, I feel has helped me a ton.
Yeah.
Like I actually look forward to Tuesdays now, whereas before I did not look forward to being at work at all.
When I was like doing really well, I would go up to the Plex on Tuesday nights, and that was before the job I have now and things like that.
And that's when we used to race on Tuesdays, right?
Yeah, we used to race on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And we used to race e-bug, like whatever we were getting ready for. That's just kind of what we raced on.
Yeah.
A Tuesday night. And whatever we wanted to work on. And like sometimes it'd be e-buggy, sometimes it would be mod 2 wheel. It was usually one of those.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. I just wish that it was in Lincoln.
I know.
Like for me,
it's a long ways for you.
I just twice a week because I was racing on Saturdays too.
Yeah. I like the environment and I like how we got music playing, and I was ready to throw my Mugen like in the garbage about a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
And a Tuesday night come along, and I'm like, I'm gonna work on this thing tonight. I'm gonna try some crazy stuff in the back, and I did it. And I went out there, and the car was 1,000 times better.
Mm-hmm.
So if it wasn't for having a Tuesday night to be able to do that, I don't think I would have been in the right place to run that car anymore. Like I'd probably already be on the low C car, or I'd be running the B64 just because.
Right.
So, but I do enjoy it. I do enjoy Tuesdays again, whereas before I didn't. I mean, we still do crawling on Tuesday nights, which I also enjoy a lot, but the actual being able to just drive my RC car, no pressure. I don't have to run any races or anything like
Yeah.
that. You know, I get to practice and just
Mhm.
get to like try shit if I want to. It's really a
Mhm.
lot of fun. Kind of it brought back a little bit more fun for me.
That's good. I enjoy just driving my cars too.
Yeah, me too. That's what
Like,
I'm saying. For a while there, it kind of felt like we didn't ever have time to just drive.
yeah. And like for me, um, like the way I was doing it, all I did was race all the time. I never got to just go drive my car,
Yeah.
you know. And it's just because of my life. But,
Yep.
and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I always just kind of because I didn't really get to do it very often. I really enjoyed just a day by myself at the track.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, we'll wrap Summer Series up with Mini Truggy. So, those of you out there in the world listening to this right now, we have a lot of Mini Truggies, and I'm still pushing that class. I think it's a lot of fun for some of these guys that are from being fresh out of Plex Spec to like like you know amateur semi-pro sponsor drivers. It's fun. I kind of thought
Hmm.
about getting another one, but then I'm like, no, I got an e-buggy. I don't need to do that. But it is a
Another
lot of
one,
fun.
what?
Mini Truggy,
Oh,
like that's fun. It's a fun thing to drive because you can put so much power in it, and it's just fun. I don't
yeah.
know. And
David Fast texted me and said, "I'm gonna love the super chat."
yeah, I saw it. We're gonna get to it here in a second.
Okay.
Um, Dane Gangler got a TQ and win. Dylan Haas finished second. So Dylan, the younger of the Haas family there, got a 2, which is pretty awesome.
Hmm.
Jake Conrad got a top 3, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
John Haas got 4th. Chris Gravenshower 5th. Tyler Link 6th. Chris Haida 7th. Anthony Augusta in his first Summer Series race ever finished 8th. Also finished. I mean, that's a big deal for me if some of these guys are able to finish who maybe haven't even finished a Summer Series race before.
Yeah.
Chuck Koppel finished 9th, and then Nate May, he did break out early, but
Dang it.
but Nate still had this was his first Summer Series race, and I know he was like impressed by the turnout and the way the track came around, and the track did dry out a little bit.
That's good though.
It's good, but it also lost a little bit of grip toward the end of the night.
Oh,
But I also
it didn't start grooving.
I didn't put any stay wet down this week or last
Ooh,
week because
you gotta be keeping it wet.
I had done that.
Oh, I shouldn't have said
No,
that.
I had done that the week before, so I didn't think
Yeah.
it needed it. But now that I'm looking back on it, maybe I should have done it. So, anyways, so yeah,
Bro,
so Summer
sorry I
Series
said
round
that.
1 in the book. Summer Series round 2 coming up this weekend, and I'm pretty excited about that because it gets us back on track. It's the early in June. Then the next one is midway through July, and then the INS race build and all that stuff will come up after that.
Yeah.
Will, dude, seriously, I've got an epic layout for
Yeah.
for INS this year.
Talk dirty to me.
Epic. It's gonna have a lot. It's gonna use our elevation really well. It's gonna have a banked corner, maybe 2 banked corners, and it's gonna
That'd be
have
cool.
a zigzag. We haven't done one of those in a long time.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have one of those, but it's gonna
Do you
be
get to try and straight line it?
it's gonna be up. No, it's gonna be uphill.
Oh, really?
So you're gonna do this as you're going up the hill.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking
Just like buggies in the wild.
yeah. So
So is like racing buggies in captivity. Never really thought about that.
racing buggies in captivity.
Like are buggies in captivity when we race them, or is that their natural habitat?
Oh, I don't know. It's their natural habitat, I would think.
Yeah,
That's where
I
they
think so
belong.
too.
I think if
Yeah,
you took them like out on the street and drove them up and down, to me
that's
that's
the
having them.
wild.
That's
That's captivity.
yeah, that's captivity.
All right.
It's like the reverse. Like,
Yeah.
they don't belong out there.
Right.
But you put them on a racetrack, that's where they belong.
That's a free range buggy.
Fasty's super chat, $2 goes to Will.
Oh,
and
really?
I don't know how. Am I supposed to say this right? It's the letter D and then I heard that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
Okay. D heard that, or is it supposed to be da heard that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, da heard that. Got it.
That's funny.
I got
$2,
it.
huh?
$2.
What am I gonna do with that $2? Probably get a soda pop or something.
Maybe.
Can't even get that anymore.
No. I just ordered a new 5-gallon bucket of Stay Wet.
Nice.
Because we're actually almost out.
Huh.
Any guesses on when I bought the first bucket of Stay Wet? 5 gallons worth.
2015.
No. Pretty close, but no.
Oh, I'm done guessing.
2017 I bought it.
Huh.
That's when we started using it.
Yeah.
And we finally need some more, and it's 2025.
That's a good.
I think it's gone a long ways.
Yeah.
And it works. I mean, it works pretty good for, especially grip level wise for us.
Mm-hmm.
For not having to for not wanting or needing to water the track in the middle of a race. I think that's what made it work for us, for our dirt, you know.
Yeah.
I can't say I'd recommend it for other places because I don't know how your dirt would react to it. I've been asked that a few times, and I don't know, honestly.
Works good here. Try it at your own risk.
Yeah.
It probably worked pretty good anywhere, though.
I am putting some of that down Thursday. So Thursday night, I'll put some down, and then we'll practice on it on Friday. And so the traction should be really good for this weekend's race.
That should be good.
And hopefully the speakers will work tonight when I get back there, and everything will sound even better than normal.
Better than normal is good.
Yep. And registration for INS 15 is open right now on rcsignup.com. You can just find it by state, I guess. Just go to Nebraska. Should be easy to find, considering I'm not sure how many tracks use RC sign up from Nebraska.
Yeah, I don't think it's many.
No.
I don't think there's many other tracks in Nebraska for off the road.
Yeah, I was asked that the other day. What other dirt tracks can you go to?
In Nebraska?
Just in general.
Oh.
And I was starting to try to name them off, the ones that I know about, and I'm like, man, I don't know. Like,
Fastlane's probably the next closest one.
Yeah, within driving lessons, Fastlane.
Yeah.
And there's that one in western Nebraska. I think it's called the Toy Box.
There's a RC car track?
In like Scotts Bluff or something like that.
Really?
Very far western Nebraska, yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is it off-road?
Yep.
Huh. I didn't know. Is it like almost to Colorado?
Yes.
Huh. I had no clue.
Yeah, because Weston Schrader, he's from Colorado. I think he was helping. He was helping to do some racing out there in that place, and I've seen video of it. It looks pretty cool.
Is it like is it nice? Or what's it like?
I've only seen short video clips of it. It reminds me of 8035.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of
I
reminds
like
me of
that track.
But yeah, God, for dirt, I mean,
it's not a lot of options.
No. I mean, not really. Hey, you should come with me to trackside next year.
Yeah.
Just to get an off-road fix at some point.
Yeah.
For I'm gonna do the Toys for Tots thing again, because
Mm-hmm.
they do it. They have it so you club race Friday, so you get there Friday afternoon. You can club race Friday, and then they have their points race on Saturday. So
Mm-hmm.
you get a lot of track time and you get a lot of racing in,
That'd be cool.
and it'd be fun. You should go. I'm
Okay.
definitely going to do that again. I might even do another one. Like they do that multiple times throughout the year, so I might even do that again.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I
really
haven't.
not that far.
Oh, the trackside
Yeah.
was like a 6-hour drive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've been there.
I know. Do you remember the strip club?
Do I? Yeah.
Where is it? Because
I thought
when
it
we
used to be
went,
across the street from the hotel that we stayed at.
okay, when we went up there this year, I was like looking around at Holiday Inns and I was trying to find the strip club because I was trying to tell Emerson a story about it, and I couldn't even remember where it was at.
They probably went out of business because they tried to charge people for tips, and they just
Or
wanted
they
to
just
eat first.
like threatened to beat them up.
Yeah.
They threatened to beat up all their customers.
Yeah.
Like us.
I don't know. Old Petunia is a real feisty gal. If you don't tip her, she'll punch you. You know, she's a real bruiser.
Yeah. So they had they had this. Apparently, I was told that they had good food, and so I
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, let's go there and eat dinner, and then we can hang out for a while." And
Like, we legitimately went there for
food.
like
The
like,
perk was you saw topless women at the same time, right?
yeah,
So so Will and I are both. We walk in. Was there a cover, or was there not?
No, you got in free with your room key.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we go in. We sit at the bar. We order food. I order these wings. They're like super sloppy.
Oh yeah.
And
Just like
all of a sudden, these girls come by and they're like coming up to you and like, "Hey, how's it going?" And they're like expecting you to tip them.
mm-hmm.
And you and I both looked at each other like, what's going on? We're eating.
We
dinner.
literally had our backs to them. All I wanted to eat was my pretzel bun burger.
Yeah.
And fries. Like, I remember what I got.
Yeah. I ordered wings. I remember because my fingers were just covered in stuff. I didn't have any. I was like, well, I'm not gonna reach and grab my dollar bills and hand you barbecue sauce covered dollar bills.
Yeah, we're on a tight budget on this. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah.
So at some point, one of them goes, you probably don't want to be sitting here because you're going to get accosted all night long, and some of these girls aren't going to like that, and they're going to probably punch you.
Nice.
And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what happened. Like, another girl came up, and she was mad. She was, like, really mad at us.
Yeah.
And it was so uncomfortable, we had to leave. Like, we didn't even stick around. We, like, left.
Yeah. Yep.
And then we saw some other racers, and they paid to sit at some table somewhere. And
yeah, but there was no table that we could pay to sit at. Like, we didn't have an option.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like, all the tables were full.
It was a bizarre thing.
Yeah, it made me not want to go back.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Not a big deal to me. Oh no, I got kicked out of a strip club. Jeez. For doing nothing wrong.
It's like kind of a badge of honor in a way.
Yeah. Rite of passage.
Well, I don't know. What else do we got? Hey, do you know that we sell quads now?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was interesting.
Yeah.
What brand are they?
Tao?
Oh, Chinatown, huh?
Tao? Tao?
Nice.
Dude,
That'll be cool.
We've sold like 5 of them. We've only had them for a
Really?
week. Yeah, we've only had them for a week. We've sold like 5 so far.
What are you guys gonna do if they break for something?
It's no warranty, buy as is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have pretty much nothing to do with it once they leave the door.
Huh. They buy them knowing this.
Yep. We make them sign a sheet of paper.
Oh, really? That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's
the one thing I would be worried about is like, yeah, I tried to run this on straight nitro and it blew up. You know,
That's okay.
Like, we're trying to set a land speed record with this thing in the trailer court, and nope, she just
That's
done quit.
that's what I
Like,
was worried about too, and so far so good. And
I want my Monday
I
back.
gotta say, like, we've sold. I mean, we've sold quite a few of them. So I don't know. I mean,
hmm
so far so good. And I mean, I get the feeling like the so far the clientele of those that have bought these, um, like, uh, it's almost like they understand it and they're gonna go ahead and just gonna fix everything themselves anyways.
They know what they're bargaining for.
Yeah, and they're
Huh.
relatively simple. I mean, they got some of the bikes have these governor things, and then the carburetors can be replaced really easily, and
Huh.
um,
You can Mad Max one pretty easily too.
yeah,
Just
and
make it all
the one
crazy.
guy was like, "Well, I'm just gonna take that governor off."
Yeah,
I'm like,
nice,
okay.
dude. Do it for Dale, would
It,
you?
well, and it reminds me of when Emerson bought his China bike. He bought a one.
Oh yeah,
He bought
China bike.
he bought a 125 uh, China dirt bike,
Yeah,
and I mean, he worked on that thing. That's kind of how he learned his motorcycle, was from taking that thing apart and putting it back
yeah.
together, and that sort of thing. So far, it hasn't been rough at all. So that's kind of what I was worried about. But I don't know, man.
It being rough.
It's just so far so good.
Nice. Well, that's good. I'm glad that that's working out, and they're being sold with uh the right intentions,
Yeah,
or like, hey, you're buying if you buy it, you own it. Like,
exactly.
there's no take these back these.
No takesies backsies. Now that being said, we do have like we do have some parts. We've got like extra card parts and extra batteries. So
No, that's good.
we can help a customer out, and we're not going to be just dicks about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far so good. And like I said, I think they almost, so far, the people that have bought them, they sort of intend to just work on it themselves.
So was there another hobby town doing this?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So there's like a business model and to expand in. What category is that considered?
I honestly don't know.
Huh.
I should look it
I
up.
know if there's a new what do they call it? Power sports category.
No, there's not a power sports category. That's a great question. You know what? I have a computer
I don't know.
here.
If it'd be like 900 or
I'm still logged in. Let me see. I'm curious. That's a really good question, because I don't know, and I don't know
because that would make like if it was under RC and you sold one of those in one day,
Oh,
like
I
that would
know.
make RC look crazy.
Yeah. Oh, what's it in there under? One of them is named Cheetah. I gotta look it up.
Ooh,
Cheetah.
it's fast.
You know it's fast. Do, 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 do.
Cheetah. I wonder if guys are gonna call in and be like, "Yeah, I got a Cheeto." Mispronounce it. Yeah, I'm a Cheeto.
Oh,
Didn't
dude,
quit working.
I heard another aroma. I heard another aroma the other
Yeah,
day, and all I thought about was this podcast and how we
make
pretend
fun
to
of
make fun of
everybody that
that
does
sort of thing.
everything wrong.
Yeah.
They
One of
can't
the
say things right.
There was a comment on one of the shorts I did. I did like a what's new buffer short. It was like a minute long.
hmm
And um, I wonder if Tim's listening to this.
Hopefully, you heard my Cheeto comment. Yeah, I just bought this
Trail,
gas Cheeto from.
Triel, like it's Triel, like the brand name. I've been calling it Trail, but I think it's Triel.
Oh,
So I don't know. Category? Oh, it's miscellaneous.
no, that's too bad.
Actually, there's a couple in specialty and there's a couple in miscellaneous.
Huh.
So
You would think it would either be specialty or 900
yeah,
because it is a toy.
kind of. Yeah.
I mean, nobody's using those to get to work, I guess. Well, maybe
No.
that would be Alex. Like, man, I'm really, really, really saving money now. Like, you have like the long flag with a like with the a raccoon tail on it. I'm getting so much gas mileage.
Yeah.
That'd be the daddest thing, cheap daddest thing
Oh
ever.
my god, I'd be so freaked out if I getting pulled over though.
Yeah, it'd
Dude,
be worth it. I'm
when I was
saving
in
money.
when I was in Kansas City for the My Morning Jacket concert though, there was like a whole like gang of quad and dirt bikers roaming the Kansas City downtown streets.
Yeah, that's how they do it down there. Riding dirty.
Back and forth like 3 or 4 times. Maybe 10, 15 bikes.
Man,
All
I
running
can like
together.
see myself in this shock body. It's insane.
Oh, look at you. Let's go through the comments real fast, and then
Okay.
then we'll get out of here. We'll talk about what we're doing next, and then we'll head out.
Okay. Erin's home.
Yay.
Yeah. I don't know if she heard me say that. Erin, did you hear me say that? I said Erin's home. I'm on the podcast. Hi, Erin. She says hi.
Hello. Bobby's
She's just
hobbies
getting
was
home. I was supposed to clean
toilet.
the kitchen and mow the
Oh.
lawn, and I didn't do either of those, so I'm in trouble. Oh
Oh.
well. Go ahead.
I never mow the lawn.
I got off work
I
late,
have
so
such a good life. I haven't had to mow the lawn in like 20 years.
I miss mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
It was this last week.
Bobby's hobbies was on here. Steve RC was on here. Fasty was on here.
Hopefully they still are.
RC10 Talk says D-Generation X was the move. I'm so ignorant of wrestling nowadays that I don't.
Oh,
Fasty
yeah.
says, "See me for all your tuna needs."
Who said that?
Fasty?
Oh, because there's this town called Altoona or something.
Oh, Altoona?
Altoona. And I kept going Altoona. Like when we drive by it. And then we were talking about this other kind of tuna, like that David got at a place. And then somebody else started talking about tuna at the track. It was kind of strange. So it's like, what is it, like the sushi type of tuna?
Yeah.
Can't remember what it's called, but David knew exactly what that was. Called it that, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" It was kind of funny.
Fasty also says there is always the Tiger Tail Lounge memories from Rockford.
Oh yeah,
Tiger Tail Lounge.
I was asking. Oh, hey, this would be a good one. Remember when we went to that Tilted Kilt and that haunted Cocoa Keys? Hello?
Where?
In Rockford. We went to that Tilted Kilt, and then it was attached to a haunted Cocoa Keys.
I vaguely remember really wanting to go to the Tilted Kilt.
Yeah, we went.
Yeah.
And I took this off the wall.
Oh.
And the Cocoa Keys was closed and like abandoned, and we were walking out.
You still
and
have that?
Yeah, I still have it. I just like pulled this off the wall. It's the map.
Oh, I totally remember that. Yes, you stole the freaking sign.
Yeah, the screws are still in it.
Oh my god.
I just went up to the wall and just went.
Oh my god, I do remember that now.
It was hanging on there with hopes and dreams.
Oh my goodness.
This was better than any trophy I got that weekend.
No doubt.
But I mean, the place was not active.
No, it was closed.
Wasn't like,
it was
abandoned.
all shut down.
There was no water. Like it was for sale.
There's
probably somebody that was going to buy it, and they're probably like,
"Well, I'm not buying it now."
Yeah, it'd be nice if it had a map of it where everything is.
There's no map. I'm not buying this anymore.
Oh well.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I was gonna hang that up in my bathroom at one time. My wife won't let me.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, David and I were talking about that too, because him and Sam Anderson were standing with me. I was like, I bet that sign comes down. I just went.
Yep. No, it all floods back to me now.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
I'm probably gonna get sued by the people that own that Cocoa Keys now. They're like, we finally found them, you know. But it's like it wasn't even like there's like a whole bunch of other crap all over the wall with it too.
I'm sure statute of limitations it wouldn't matter anyways. That was 10 years ago.
Oh, longer. Oh yeah, 10 years. A hot minute.
Yep, that was a while ago.
It's still funny though.
No, that is super funny. As soon as you brought out that map, it all flooded back to me. I was like, oh yeah, we did go there, and we did go there.
Oh yeah, and you did do that.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Huh. Bubba Boggs was standing there too, I think.
Yeah. Steve RC says that because it's Tuesday nights, his average lap times dropped like 7 seconds in the last 2 months. Bobby says new shock shaft. And then
new shock shaft.
That was a you can't do that on television reference. The super chat.
Yes.
I heard that.
Yeah. The old guy.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, what it was what happened? Oh, what?
The old drunk guy. I heard that.
Okay.
Oh.
See, I would have never clicked. I wonder if I was like too young for You Can't Do That on Television.
I think you were.
I never watched it. Well, maybe it was subliminal, but what happened, and the reason why that's funny to David and I wasn't going to say anything because it's kind of embarrassing, but oh well, here it goes. Here it goes.
Whatever.
That was an All That reference. But anyway, I slept at David Fast's house this weekend, and was it Friday morning? I woke up and I was like, that like kind of that feeling where you don't remember where you're at, like you just know you're awake, like you kind of like okay, and like I like farted really loud, and it was like, and David was in his office, and he goes, I heard that, like from the living room, and that was it. That was all that was from. I guess it wasn't that funny.
No, it's funny. I was going through my phone, standing in the DMV line today, and I was looking at some of my old videos that I have, and for some reason I've kept some security cam footage of me dropping some bombs,
throwing some heaters
on camera. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I was trying to find that on YouTube, but I don't want to get copyrighted, so I guess I'm not going to play it.
Copyrighted? Oh, they can't do that on television.
Freaking AI, man! They'll go through the stream and then they'll copyright me. Stupid.
I think Nickelodeon has bigger problems than somebody using a soundbite from a canceled show. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because they got other people getting canceled there. You know.
Oh man. I don't know. That's about all we got there. What do you got coming up? What are you doing next, oval wise? What's your next thing?
Well, King of Dirt for sure. I'll probably race locally. Brian wanted me to go to Fastlane this weekend with him. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. We'll see. I'm kind of working on my car and the off chance I can go. At least it's here and ready. But I'm just kind of taking it down and freshening it up again. I need to get the better habit of doing this so it's not a rush job the week of.
Yeah.
So, and kind of taking some time off from beer has kind of made me feel like make it easier to do that, you know?
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
Erin's downstairs. She gave me a funny look. Oh, are you getting your flip-flop? What smells? Oh, the lighter fluid?
Oh.
Yeah.
Your basement smells.
Yeah, we're still on the podcast right now.
We're almost done. We're almost done.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm back.
Dude, if my wife came in, I'd be like, "Hey, get over here. Say something
she
funny."
Doesn't want to.
Be like,
Erin, come over here.
Say
Do you want to
something
be on
funny.
the show?
Like,
Erin,
say something
funny. Erin. Oh, she went upstairs.
No.
She said, "Nope." She let all the kittens downstairs.
Nice.
It's just like a herd of cats. Oh my God, we're stuck upstairs.
When's the King of Dirt? When is that?
August.
Okay.
15th
Oh, okay.
that weekend. Yeah, I think so.
That's a
That
ways
sounds
off.
right.
Still a ways off.
Yeah, and there'll be some club races I'm sure I'll hit up in the meantime. Like I'm gonna race before then. I just don't know what races I'm gonna go to.
Yeah.
It just sometimes it's just like, man, every race is like a big travel race.
Yeah. So for us, summer series this weekend, and then it's kind of chill. Emerson and I are going to do the off-road riot in Kansas City,
Oh,
eight scale race.
nice.
I'm going to race, if they'll let me, I'm going to race Expert E-Buggy and 40 Plus E-Buggy, and Emerson will race Expert Nitro.
That'll be cool.
So I'm trying to finish up his 8 scale right now. I'm building it for him because he doesn't have a lot of time, and it was kind of a graduation present. So sort of.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah. So that's it. Jim was on here. He wants to know how my Losi sprint car is going. So I won't be racing that until fall.
Yeah.
There's no chance for me to get out and race because I work every weekend. So I'll probably do a follow-up. I might do a follow-up video with that in the fall. I'm going to get the Lexan body for it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I've been getting some stuff in the comment section on that video about like why wouldn't somebody just run a Custom Works car or a Velocity car if I have to put like all my money into it? And I'm like, well, it wasn't really that much money. It was like maybe $50 retail to get the gearing right.
Yeah. I wish it would be cool if they sold a version without a speed control and motor.
Yeah, like a roller.
But
for sure.
yeah, it would be because that for the guy that wants to race like 13.5, because I think it could be a good car for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, even adding the speed control and motor, and this different servo, you're still money ahead getting a
that's what
car
I've been
kit.
saying. I was like, well, Velocity kit's like what, $400, $500?
The conversion
The
kit?
conversion kit, $300?
No, it's not that much. I think I don't.
Because you need a
You
donor
have
car plus that, right?
yeah. If you add everything up, yeah. It would be a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like just to get into it. That's why I thought that the Losi was kind of a good deal if somebody just wanted to try it.
Yeah.
Because all the electronics that you would buy for that, you could put into like a race car.
Yeah, you'd have to put into a race car anyway. So what's the difference?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it'd be a good way to get into it. And you could race novice or whatever.
Yeah.
With it, but really like a body, like I think a body, like a complete body, is like $100.
70.
And then for just for like a cage or for the plastic.
Are you talking about the Losi car or for yours?
For like a Custom Works.
Oh yeah. It's
McAllister.
It's a good $100.
And then you got to get a cage. That's another 40, I think.
Yeah.
So you're already almost you're $150 into it just building a body. So
yep.
And then it just keeps adding up. I think a Custom Works car kit isn't it like 500? I'm not sure, 500 to 600, maybe more than that. I have no idea. I've never priced one, but I do feel like that running the Losi to get started in like a stock class or something like that has a lot of value, like for the industry. Just on a sheer way to just get into it. It gets you out there going,
Yeah.
And then you don't have to exhaust a whole bunch of money and time, and really it gets you on the track faster too.
Yeah.
Because it takes a long time to build a new car.
Yeah. If they made that a roller, didn't put any electronics into it, that'd be a heck of a deal.
Yeah.
Really.
Like, yeah. And, maybe added some upgrades or something, but I think that would actually add a lot of value for the hobby.
Yeah.
And I think that it would get people into it because then you could kind of conform to the rules. And, we kind of had two experts tuning on that thing, and there's still, there was still more in it too, I think, if we started adjusting the aero. So
yeah, we didn't even go there. And then just the weight of it too. Just getting the even lighter with the Lexan body and even a carbon fiber chassis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
If we put a carbon chassis on that thing,
then find some arms for the back.
mm-hmm.
Adjustable arms.
Yeah. Yeah. If you put adjustable arms on that thing and a carbon chassis, I mean, man, that actually would be a pretty competitive 13.5 car, I think, or has the potential for it.
Yep. Yeah, you were instrumental in that video. That video's doing really good. It's got like 4,000 views now, something like that. All right, well, we better bail. We've been on for an hour and a half, and we're caught up. That's June. Probably talk to each other again in July sometime.
Yeah, hopefully before then.
You and I, of course, but
yeah.
For the rest of you out there, it'll be like July.
Yeah.
All right. I'm good to go.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
If anybody has any oval questions, hit me up.
Yep.
Be cool.
All right.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.